Welcome to Ubon Ratchathani, better known as Ubon amongst the locals, makes it easier for me to say. Now, I've been here for about just under a week, and today is my second day for going out and about and seeing the city. The last time I went out was on the second day, and that is because for the last 4 days I've been stuck in this hostel, which is £6 a night, perfect for chilling because I've had an injury. Now, if you are a subscriber and you've been following me, you'll know I have had a little bit of a fall on some stone stairs whilst taking a photograph, and it hit my leg about 2 weeks ago, both ankles, and unfortunately I was stupid enough just to clean it up and ignore them, and they got infected really bad. So bad that I had to go to a Thai clinic, which is probably about a 15-minute walk away from here, and they looked after me so well. They gave me a tetanus jab, they gave me antibiotics, they just gave me the full works. So all I've been doing whilst here is staying in the 6-man dorm in the aircon, coming out every now and again to either go to the shops to get supplies of food. And just to give you an insight of what my legs look like, that is them all patched up, ready to go into town and do a bit of exploring. I have looked after the wounds so carefully. Both are getting healed. Still a little bit of redness, but that's to be expected after a deep infection. I am just waiting for the grab taxi to turn up to take me into town. Now, because of the heat, I can actually feel the left one of my bandages, the tape holding it, is just getting a bit loose. I mean, I'm tempted to go back in to get it all patched up again, but because the taxi's coming, I need to go. So my first stop is going to be, once he turns up, a temple, because once you're in Thailand you can't do enough temples. So that's him coming now. I'm going to start here because this is an interesting place. It is a temple. It's a working temple. I have seen a few monks, but it's monks coming in and out. But that is what I'm off to see over there. So this is a temple on stilts above water, which is, according to what I've read, very rare. See if we can get a bit closer. Now, I'm not too sure if I am allowed to go in here or not. So the reasons on stilts and on the water is this building used to be where they would keep the sacred texts, and having it on water on stilts would protect it from getting invaded by rats, people who wanted to get at the text themselves. So I have been told it is pretty rare to have this sort of thing. If you saw the last temple I went to, which was the one made of beer bottles, in a previous video, which is worth watching, that actually had like a lake at the back of it, but this is actually on water. I mean, there's nobody about. Can I go on? So I just asked one of the locals behind me if it's okay, and they went, yeah, but I'll take my shoes off just in case. Now, I don't think they've got any sacred texts in here now, and I'm only being quiet in case there's any monks around. Oh well, it's close. And there's a lot of lights around for some reason. It's like they've got a portable disco. Now, because Ubon is one of the places that Westerners don't go, it's hard to find any tourist information on this place in English. So I've no idea when this was built. It's all wooden. And there is a smell about this that reminds me of the pet rats I used to keep. Yeah. It does look like they've got disco lights here. I wonder if they'd use this as a bit of a rave on a weekend. Right, I am not going to climb these steps because I don't know if I am allowed. That does look sacred in there. But yeah, it's an unusual temple. So I'm leaving this unusual temple. That looks like the main temple there. The gods outside. Oh, there's a monk who's smoking. Wow. I'm not too sure where I can't go. But I just wanted to go and see that. I was happy with that. Just been speaking to the smoking monk who's making umbrellas, which is quite handy for this sun as a parasol. He spoke a little bit of English. Obviously, he found out I'm from England, and then he just went on about Wayne Rooney, his favourite footballer. Exactly. Now, if you are wondering if I'm still injured, why I'm still coming out to do filming, to do a vlog. Now, because I have been stuck in an aircon room, it's been boring. But more importantly is, in the next few days, this city becomes a festival, celebrating the Candle Festival. And the hostel I'm in, tonight is the last night I can stay before it's fully booked. And having a look at all the hotels in this area, every single one of them is fully booked, including all the guest house, all the hostels. The Candle Festival, which is happening, is the biggest thing in this city every year. It is massive. The nearest hotel that I can get from round here, from tomorrow night, is over 50 kilometers away. That's how big it is. People come from far wide to come here. Now, I didn't quite understand what the Candle Festival was all about. Basically, from what I've gathered, it is the start of the Buddhist Lent 3-month period. And in the days of old, when the monks would stay in their temples, they would stay there for 3 months with no power, and the locals would come along and give them candles as well as food. And the candles were there to provide light on a night time. And then they would get elaborate with their candles over the years, and then it progressed into a candle festival. Now, if you saw the last video, I was down the city part, which is further on down here, where you saw the candle monument. And just to give you an idea, some of these candles they work on for the festival for about 3 or 4 months, carving it out of 10-foot bits of wax into gods, into animals. And I wanted to come and stay and see it, but I can't. So that's the reason I'm leaving tomorrow. That's why I'm out today. So tomorrow I am leaving, which is a bit of a kicker because I've enjoyed myself in this place. What I've seen of it whilst I've been out and about doing my very slow walks to the shops, it's quiet, it's clean, it's friendly. There is an expat community here that is willing to get involved with taking you out. I've not had a chance to do anything like that. The city centre, which I came to on my second day, again full of history, full of people who are passionate about this place. It's just a really interesting city. And just ahead of me, which is near where the park is, you can see there's got the start of barriers, and this is where the parade is going to be. So there is the Central Park where I was last time, and as you pan out, this is a normal road last week with cars and pedestrians, but now it's all been blocked off. It's going to be a spectacular festival. It's a 2-day event, or maybe a 3-day, I'm not too sure. I just know every single hotel is booked and I can't get in. So I'm going to leave that behind. I'm going to head towards the river. See me, the river, the Moon River is worth going to. Yeah, they've got lots of, there's a stage happening there. In fact, there's lots of stuff being built since I was here last. Wow. And I know on the other side of that city pillar shrine, there is seating that goes all the way along the street. It's big. I'm taking a short walk because I only can do short walks, especially with my dress and flapping in the wind now. Get worried about it, but not too long. And there is another temple with dragons protecting it. And I'm not really going to go in to see this because this here is the Moon River. Now, it's spelt M-U-N, still pronounced moon, but when the American Air Force was based here during the Vietnam War, they called it Moon River, M-O-O-O-N, in tribute to the Andy Williams song, which makes more sense and easier to spell. And some locals still call it Moon River with M-O-O-N. The river itself is 641 kilometers long, and it flows east all the way down that way to the Mekong River. Now, this river itself is the longest river in Thailand that's entirely in Thailand, if that makes sense. So it's not a river that comes from another country like the Mekong. This river is entirely in Thailand, and it's the longest one. So I've been told there is a nice coffee shop just on the other side, and I was going to have a walk along, but I might just get a grab taxi, which will be cheap, just to go across there and just see what's on the other side. And that looks like train tracks over there. Wow. It looks like it's a working river as well. So we have just have a quick look in here, see what's in. From the river, there's the dragons, and apart from the bell tower, it's just typical Buddhist temple, main temple over there. Yeah. once you've been around Thailand a few times, temples don't get quite as exciting unless it's exciting, like being made out of beer bottles or stuck on some water, like the last one. But they're quite funky. Right, let's go across over to the other side of the river. So I got an Uber taxi, and basically I've just come from the river across, and this is a coffee shop, and it looks crazy. This is an old building that they've got transformed. Now this is in the middle of nowhere. This looks quite expensive, but I don't care because of my Buy Me a Coffee donation page has been well received over the last few days. And once I get to the river, I'll be able to tell you exactly who's been donating money to my adventure. It looks amazing. Oh, look at that. As you drive through here on the back of the bike, there is just a housing estate of some sort where it's not exactly a wealthy part, but this place looks amazing. That's a coffee shop. Wow. Now, at the moment, because I have been stuck within aircon rules for my recovery of my legs, it's the first time I've been properly out for this long, and you can see I'm sweating already on my older backpacker t-shirt, which has got at the front, live, travel, repeat, which is my motto. If you want to get one of these t-shirts, you can look at them through my Etsy page, which is linked into the description below. There, I found the path. And there you go, across the river you can see the two dragons, just probably. There's the bridge down there, and the Moon River. Wow. I mean, even the coffee shop itself is just amazing. Looks like it's a nice running path going all the way down that way as well. And the people who have donated to my Buy Me a Coffee donation page are J.E., who made a really big donation. Thank you so much. AIB and Albion Thailand. And Albion Thailand, I know, is a guy who works in the big Ubon breakfast place, which again, I've mentioned before, recommended. But now I'm going to use this coffee money to buy a cappuccino in this place here. So I'll see you when I finish. Right, I've had my cappuccino, 70 baht. A little bit more expensive than the 7-Eleven coffee that I've been used to over the last few weeks. That place is amazing. Now, I couldn't film inside because they have music going, and when you look from the outside, it looks like a building that's going to be demolished. It's old, and when you go inside, as you can see here, it still looks like it's going to be demolished. But the Wi-Fi is amazing. The coffee area itself is modern. It is beautiful. It's just a really good place. And if you're ever in the area, this place is called Long Lux Coffee Roaster, and it is definitely worth coming to. And they've got a selection of cakes, but my coffee budget wouldn't allow me to spend that money on. Right, so when I came across from across the river at the Dragons, the bike taxi took me all the way along, over the bridge, straight down, then came back again, and then found this road. And I think it's actually quicker to walk up to the bridge, cross it myself, and then just get a taxi from that side. Now, because I've rested my leg and my dressing is still flapping in the wind, it's not sore, it's nothing drastic, it is healing, but I know that it is time for me to head back to the hostel, have a shower, clean it up, put a new dressing on and rest overnight. But I am going to walk up to the bridge, go over the Moon River and see what it's like. I mean, it's like probably any other river, but you know, it'll be nice to see. And some of these houses look quite nice. So I will see you on the bridge. So there's a nice long path that takes you some steps. The steps lead onto this road here. There's a path that goes across. And the only thing that was a little bit dodgy down there were there's some dogs. Dogs in Thailand on an empty road usually mean they're a bit wild. But these were actually okay. I didn't look at them, I didn't talk to them, and they ignored me as well. But this is the river from up a height. You can see in the distance the dragon temple, the coffee shop itself just down there. It's not that far. And Ubon Ratchathani has actually turned out to be such a really nice place. I mean, would I recommend anybody to come here, whether you're a backpacker, tourist, a traveller? Oh, most definitely. It's just laid back city that if you want to go to Bangkok and do your crazy stuff and party, then go there. But this is just a nice, chilled place. I've enjoyed it. And if it wasn't for the Candle Festival, and they actually had some hotels, or the hostel I'm staying in I could extend, I would actually stay here a little bit longer, which is unusual for me because after about 2 or 3 days I leave somewhere. Mind you, it hadn't helped with the infection. That's what's probably kept me here, but if it was really bad here, then I would have gone. I've left the bridge, left Moon River, and I'm back into the centre. And this, if you saw my last video, they were just starting to build all the seating area, which goes all the way down here. And this is going to be the focus for the Candle Festival parade. And behind me is the cheaper seats, where it's just wooden stuff. Looks like there's a bit of a stage there. So they are going to be coming down. Like I said, there's just thousands and thousands of seats that go around. It's going to be an amazing affair, and there's music in the background, so I'm going to have to stop the video. So I've come down even further down, and there is more seating area down there being sorted out. There looks like a food market, especially for the Candle Festival down there. So I've just been around inside this festival, and the food is all over the place. As you go further down, there's too much music, so I'm unable to play anything. But you've got Aliens just there in the corner. He must be so hot in his little costume. But it's bright, it's cheerful, it's colourful. I like it. And as long as you don't get knocked over by motorbikes, it's perfect. It's like a fairground further on down. See, they've got like a big wheel. They've got one of them wave machines that you go sit on and go round and round, which is scaring the life out of people. But I think I'm just going to head back into the road, because this is massive. And again, it's all part of the Candle Festival. Right, let's get back into the street. It's just a hive of activity. It's going to be an amazing event that I'm not going to get a chance to see because I won't be here. And if you want to go and see where I'm going to go next, it will be in the next video. I am actually going to be following the Moon River all the way down to the Mekong River and staying down there where they meet. It's actually two colours in the water, which is meant to be spectacular. And that's where I'll be leaving from tomorrow morning. So if you've enjoyed this video of around here, bit of candle festival, temples and waters, coffee shops, then all you gotta do, press that like button. And if you want to see where I am going to next, then press that subscribe button. But until the next time, from the candle festival that we will never see, it's bye bye for now.